Good morning, everyone. So speaking of the vaccine, that's a big talker online this morning, but also for a different angle that's surfacing. And now a former presidential candidate is suggesting that people actually get paid if they get the vaccine. So this is blowing up on our Facebook page. We've got a lot of comments that we'll get to in just a minute, sharing what your opinion is about this. A Gallup poll is finding that a whopping 42% of people wouldn't feel comfortable getting the vaccine. There are three major concerns right now around it. People are worried that the vaccine was just created too fast. Drug makers didn't have time to get all the kinks out. They're also concerned if it's even safe and effective. And there's a handful of people who say, just forget it. We don't trust vaccines in general. So what is this proposal all about? Well, it is pretty straightforward. They're saying you want $1,500? Well, get the vaccine. You don't get paid. It's kind of like a stimulus check and a vaccine incentive rolled into one. So the reaction on our Facebook page is pretty mixed on this idea. David says whatever it takes to get people to get the vaccine, and he thinks it would be good for the economy as well. Vanessa says she doesn't want to be a guinea pig for this vaccine, I guess no matter what the incentive would be. So let us know what your opinion is on the vaccine in general and this idea of forking out about $1,500 if you were to get the vaccine. Use our hashtag WakeUpCLT this morning.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and much, much love to the hopeful elect. Quick video, couple precepts in relation to this gift, these devices of the enemy, man. Here we got them, in which we knew this was coming, man. Like I say, it's one of the enemy's devices. And let me just bring this out right quick. Second Corinthians 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, and right here we see that one of his devices, of course, is this dang pandemic epidemic thing, and every other thing that comes with it, a vaccination and demonization of anyone who doesn't. Let's bring out, okay, this is crazy. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay, and a gift destroyeth the heart. How does a gift destroy the heart? Especially when we're saying, charitability or charity covers a multitude of sins. Well, this type of gift comes from the enemy in relation to his wickedness, man, and all his devices. So we see good and well that they set us up for the okie doke, or set these people up for the okie doke, by way of, hey, when this thing first popped off and they dropped the first stimulus check, that's a psychological operation, my friend. Going back to my days in Iraq. All right, we're not going to get deep into psyops, because, people use the word psyop all the time, but, I don't really understand it. One type of psychological operation that we conducted in Iraq was just something as basic as humanitarian aid. All right, we're going to take over the country, but meanwhile, while we're taking over your whole country, kicking in your doors, taking your husbands up out their shacks and shit, we're going to hand you guys out toothpaste, toiletries, all right, candy, food, games for the kids, all right. That's a psychological operation. These people don't know what's going on now. On one hand, they see this side of the military. On the other, they're like, man, these guys are bringing gifts, all right. It brings confusion. Same thing goes with this doggone vaccination and them giving an incentive to get it, which is money, man. All right, so as we get closer and closer, all right, to this dreadful day of the Lord, in this time of chaos, we see, the enemy eventually is just going to get violent. It's going to go from, it ain't about money no more. It ain't about rights or anything. It's just going to get, you're going to do what we going to tell you to do, or you're going to prison, or you're getting your damn head chopped off, or whatever other killing instruments that they'll use, to put people to death during this time. But Like I say, we're not ignorant to what's going on, okay? The enemy is offering gifts, man, to take the doggone vaccine, all right? Because why is he doing that? I mean, he knows good and well that a lot of people, first and foremost, aren't going for it, but the enemy knows the state of the majority of the people who dwell upon the earth, and they know that bribing people is a hell of a easy way to get them to do whatever you want them to, you know. Money changes people's minds, man. We've seen people do a lot worse, okay, than get a vaccine for money. All right. We seen, I mean, people have killed people over chump change, man. How much more, when the cash flow has ran out, but the enemy is offering money, and they've already shown you through that first stimulus check, first and foremost, how fast it could come. It happened pretty fast, all right, and they was able to get this lump sum of money to a lot of so-called Americans, man. It was crazy. If you guys remember, prior to the pandemic dropping, they were getting ready to take away millions of food stamps, from people. And then that's when the doggone virus hit. And then all of a sudden, they got all this money to just hand out to people. All right. So, like I say, they got all the money in the world. They make the money. They make the rules. Okay. But they're setting people up for the okie doke. Like I say, first it'll be, hey, take this money with it. Then it's going to be, him coming in like a madman sparing none. All right. This is Proverbs 10:5. Yeah. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Okay. In relation to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Jacob's trouble, the last days. Okay. The wise men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the followers of these men gather all this information, if you will, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay, on how to conduct ourselves, what was coming, all right, what to do, okay, who to pray to, what the names are. We gather all this information in the summer. Now that the season has the literal season has changed, and we're getting ready to go into this, Lord willing, this dark winter. All right, the people that didn't gather any of it, they're going to be lost in the sauce out here, and they're going to fall for, the enemy's devices, man, his wicked devices. All right. And let's bring out one more precept, and we'll just end it at that. Just quick and to the point, man. Don't fall for it. They're setting you up for the okie doke. Keep your faith in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, all right, to provide for us. All right. It's getting ready to be that time where we got to separate from these people, man. Separate from that thought process. All right. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. Going back to the enemy, him offering out this money. Okay. And plus just being wicked, going back to the Illuminati and, the entertainment industry, and how they have the quote unquote bag, the money. All right. And how they'll have a bunch of friends, just like the enemy. All right. The enemy is going to make a lot of friends. People are going to want to, converse with them, be around them, all right, participate in their system, all right, in order to, receive some of that wealth. On the other end, you take the people who are against this in whatever way it is, whether their religion says, don't participate in any marks and things like that, but specifically the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, we're the poor guys right now. We're the poor. The people look at us like we're nothing. We're poor, and because of that, a lot of people don't really want to hear what we have to say. But let a rich man say something, all right? He's going to have a lot of friends, all right? The friends are always going to be around, the yes men, the yes women, and things of that nature, all right? But, I mean, the point is, all right, Esau, the enemy, he's coming with a lot of tricks, man. And then eventually he gonna get violent. All right. That's the end game of this thing. And we gotta understand it, accept it, and just know how to navigate, because like these little phases ain't shit. This ain't nothing yet, man. Everybody's still chilling for the most part, but it's gonna happen very fast. Things are ramping up. And like I say, they'll try to get the more docile people, the old people, okay, out the way first, and the people who they just know just gonna participate in their system. Everybody else a threat. And then when Yahweh Shem Shai. So with that being said, once again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Double honors to the apostles that taught us the truth. And of course, once again, much love and mercy to the hopeful elect. Shalom.